Hi everybody, Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome back to Marvel Rivals. Last time, I just simply showed off, like, what we have for Season 7 here. Or, Season 9. So, oh, I gotta claim these. Okay, now I can do the Resurrection ones. Nice. Anyway, so yeah, I just went over like stuff in season 7, mostly season. Why do I keep saying season 7? Season 9 here in the Battle Pass, and I know that they reworked the game almost pretty extensively. Like, I tested out a lot of things, and for starters, Widow is no longer a sniper. She is now. I mean, they still use the sniper call out for her, but she's no longer a sniper. She's more of just using that rifle without scoping in. But her ultimate now involves her scoping in. In a way, she kind of plays like a mix of Ashe and Ana from Overwatch in a way, just without Ana's healing abilities. Anyway, so today we are going to read lore. I checked everyone to see, other than Jubilee, who else might have lore, and nope, it's only her, so let's get to it. Jubilation Lee has the mutant ability to generate burst of pyrotechnic plasma. She shapes radiant energy into vibrant projectiles that shimmer with brilliant, colorful light. Combined with her vampiric powers, every one of Jubilee's fireworks is an invigorating celebration on the battlefield. So far, I only have the alternate colors here. I never close a performance without a grand finale. Aw, nice signature she's got. Both in English and in Chinese, too. Thanks to her mutant ability to generate pyrotechnic plasmoids, Jubilation Lee creates fireworks displays that are almost as explosive as her personality. Jubilee was with her fellow X-Men when a temporal storm relocated Krakoa to the year of 2099. Unfortunately, the effects of the time stream entanglement caused her adopted son, Shogo, to become trapped in his dragon form. Jubilee traveled to Thebes in the collapsed timeline, hoping Apocalypse could help her find a solution. In exchange, she became his horseman, or woman in this case, horseman of famine, vowing to help him absorb the fate of the gods. Rise and fall. Check, check. Testing 1, 2. Is this thing still working? I swear, Big Blue, this tape recorder is more ancient than some of the tech you've got stashed away in your janky old pyramid. The celestial technology I possess was designed to last millennia, Jubilation. Yeah, well, this cassette deck? Not so much. I'm honestly floored that it made it out of the 90s in one piece. But the reels are spinning, so I guess that means we're good to go. Remind me, why do you insist on documenting my ascension in such a crude manner? Because it would take too long to carve it all in hieroglyphics? Duh. Your flippant humor is unbefitting of one of my horsemen. Relax, Apocalypse. I'm just trying to bring a little fun to your creepy little party. And if you really want to know, it's because I actually do believe in what you're trying to accomplish here. But there are tons of people out there, the X-Men included, who probably think you're just doing your whole Darwinian villain schnick again. Survival of the fittest and all that. I want to show them that you have the good of everyone in mind. For once. Indeed I do, though you did not always see the nobility behind my intentions. I mean, obviously, it was kinda hard for the hero in me to look past all the times you've tried to wipe out genetic populations. You've been a villain since like the dawn of recorded history. But once I saw the total devastation in your collapsed timeline and got a better understanding of what you were doing here, I eventually came around. And since I know Shogo is probably going to listen to this recording someday, I want him to understand why his mommy chose this side, or at least I hope he can. Your child should be grateful. He is just one of the countless souls that will be saved when this ritual is complete. Well, his is the one that I care about the most. It's why I came to Thebes in the first place, remember? Of course. You arrived seeking a cure for his condition. When you say condition, it makes it sound like he has some sort of rare disease. My toddler got turned into a dragon, dude. And I still question why you would wish to revert him to his softer, more vulnerable state. Because he deserves to be a normal kid. Not that I ever really knew what it was like to be a normal kid, but still, I'll admit, it was kinda cute when he got turned into a baby dragon during our visit to Otherworld, but I was super glad it didn't stick. Then Krakoa got pulled into the future by the time stream entanglement. Something happened to him that locked him in his dragon form permanently. I swore that I'd do whatever it took to find a way to turn him back. And so here you are. Yep, when Ileana and Wanda couldn't undo his change through magic alone, they sent me to this timeline. They figured that if anyone could find a solution, it'd be you. And they were correct. Shogo's transformation was triggered by an unexpected combination of ancient magic, reality warping, and timeline fluctuations. There's only one being in this or any other timeline who is deeply versed in all of those subjects. In Sabnu, the first mutant, son of the Morning Five, the Forever Walker, he who never dies, the one and only Apocalypse. Ah, you've finally begun to sound like one of my horsemen, Ms. Lee. Well, that was the deal, right? I put aside my reservations, sign up to be one of your devoted generals, and help you get this weird faith harvesting engine up and running so that you can execute your master plan to save time and space from collapsing further. And I restore your adopted son to his true form. You may have to promise to give my baby boy a genetic reboot, but you put me through a little transformation on my own first. Boy, did it bring out the worst in me. My intent was simply to enhance your strength, so that you could properly serve as my horseman of famine. But there was a dormant genetic marker in your bloodstream that was activated during the process. Yeah, I probably should have written in used to be a vampire on my health forms when I applied for the gig. My bad. So now I'm cursed with double the hunger. Though you may yearn for substance, those in need will thrive because of you. So you've said. Let's be real. I probably wouldn't have signed up for the gig if you hadn't gone all chopped and screwed styled on the old horseman archetypes. I mean, having famine satisfy people's hunger instead of inflicting it on them? Who could have seen that coming? If we truly wish to earn the trust of others, we must take on the burden of the suffering ourselves so that they may prosper. It's pretty noble, I'll admit, but I swear, if ancient Egypt had a food court, I would have totally annihilated by now. Hunger is what drives us to our goals, and my goals have finally become a reality. The time has come, Jubilation. The faith harvesting engine has gathered enough divine energy to fuel my ascension. You sure you want to do this, Big Blue? More certain than I have ever been in all of my centuries of existence. Then you better get to the top of that tower, boss. I'll be down here, ready to pull the trigger when you give the word. You have served me well, child. I'm not a child anymore, Hockey. Yeah, I have. So why don't you get up there and prove to me that I backed the right mutant warlord? I shall. For a new age of apocalypse is about to begin. Let's hope it's better than the last one. Anyway, this is it, Shogo. This is the moment that decides whether all our hard work ends up saving the universe or sends it spiraling into total chaos. On the plus side, if you're listening to this tape, it probably means that we survived, and that probably means that we really did pull this crazy plan off. Okay, I actually can't take much of the credit. Apocalypse is up there becoming a god, and I'm just down here flipping switches on his fancy engine. But if we get this right, I have a feeling our troubles may finally be over. And maybe after Apocalypse turns you back to normal, he'll do the same for me. I mean, he'll have enough power that he won't really need a vampire horseman following him around anymore, right? That'll mean you and I could be together again. Maybe get off Krakoa for a while. Hit the mall. Whatever you want. And all be thanks to... Apocalypse? Oh no, something's wrong. He's falling. I have to do something. I have to try to... Boom. Big Blue? Oh my god, you're bleeding like so much. Wait, did someone stab you? An unseen foe attempted to end my reign before it could truly begin. Well, it's not over yet. We can fix this. You're he who never dies, remember? You didn't survive for thousands of years just to go out right before you finally get your big win. There's got to be a way to patch you up. There is. Within the pyramid. We must act quickly. Right. You said you had some sort of room that could heal you. God, I really should have listened better during the horseman orientation. What did you call it? The Lazarus. That's it. The Lazarus chamber. Just hang on and I'll get you there. Wow. How on earth are you this heavy? Whatever, I can do this. Just gotta dig down and stay strong. Just a little further and we're there. Okay, now we just gotta power up the chamber. Is there like a button or a passcode or a secret word or initiate resurrection protocol? That'll work. Error. Data incomplete. Or not. Initiate. Error. Data incomplete. Hey, you heard the man. Initiate the stupid resurrection protocol already. Error. Data. What do you mean? What does it mean, data incomplete? Why does it keep saying that? Why won't it work? It has to work. Jubilee, I fear my time is over. My soul. No, forget souls. You're the freaking apocalypse. I'm your horseman. We're the ones who get to decide when everything ends. And it's not now, not yet. Death comes for us all. I tried to judge the gods, to reshape order, to stabilize the timelines. I was so close to Apocalypse. Apocalypse, stay with me. You can't give up. Not yet. Think about all the people we were going to save. Please don't. Please don't die. Shogo needs you. No. Get up. I believed in you. You can't leave me here to do this alone. I'm not strong enough to survive this. I'm too weak. Too hungry. Why'd you have to make me famine, you stupid jerk? Why couldn't you have made me stronger? Why couldn't I have been death? That's it. The death seeds. I'll get one of them and use it to bring you back. Mommy's not giving up, Shogo. I know exactly where Apocalypse keeps his death seeds. They should be right over... Here they are. Just gotta grab one, get it back to him. Okay, good. Now to let it do its magic and... Nothing? Damn it! That should have worked! Why didn't it work? Shogo, I'm so sorry, baby. I really thought we had a chance, but we blew it. I've got a bad feeling that you're not the only one who's going to pay the price. Well, that was Jubilee's lore story. So we got the build up to how it all happened, on just how here it is, Apocalypse is ready to ascend to godhood only to be struck down. Presumably, I believe Parker Robbins is the one who struck him down. But alternatively, it could have been Gore the God Butcher. Whichever of the two, Apocalypse has been struck down. He cannot be resurrected for whatever reason at the moment. And now Jubes is in trouble. Since she doesn't know how to carry on from here. And, well, just a lot of trouble. But as for my thoughts on Jubilee, since I always do this at the end of each lore, Jubes, I mean, I know Jubilee, you know, from the 90s cartoon and from some video games and everything, but I never really, I don't want to say I never really cared much for her, but I mean, I always thought Jubilee, you know, she was flashy and all that, but I never really found her that interesting or compelling for the most part. But then when I learned of that time when they made her into a vampire, that really, like, shaked things up a bit for her, because not only was she made a vampire, but she technically lost her mutant powers. But that was because Scarlet Witch had already used her power to erase all mutants from existence. But Jubilee was spared because she was already converted into a vampire, but with mutants erased out of existence, that included the mutant genes, which meant that Jubilee could no longer use her powers. But then, over time, I forgot how it happened really, but one thing would lead to another, and that's when, forgot his name, Kid Phoenix? No, that's not right. One of the new X-Men members, he was dying, and he gave Jubilee a phoenix feather to save herself. And this not only purified her vampirism, but it restored her powers too. So it's also weird how she was pretty much a vampire for a decade, if anything. Like, it was from 2010 up till almost 2019, like 2019, almost up to 2020, that she was nothing but a vampire. And now it's only been half a decade of the 2020s, and at least in the normal comics universe, she's still her normal self. But in this game, she's a vampire again. But overall, you know, Jubilation, you know, flashy woman she is, and her becoming a mother really helps her step up to the challenge of responsibilities. Even if her son is technically a dragon, or at least he has the ability, the mutant power to become a dragon creature. Righty though, that will do for this episode of Marvel Rivals. So, because there are no other lore stories for the time being, join me next time. Let me pull up that roadmap. Here we are. So, there will be a... Wait a minute. No, we're not ending it. Hang on. I almost forgot something. I wanted to read the team-ups. More specifically, I wanted to read the new ones.
I can feel my rage boiling over. Let's hope the Hulk is feeling inspired.
Yeah, it's not. They don't have lore stories, but I can explain these new team-ups So the way that the team-up system works now is that every character has 2 new team-up abilities that they can take from 2 different characters. Now, the way that the ability works is there's the base form, the base effect and the enhance effect. The base effect is just basically where it's that the one who would provide the team-up power is not in the match or is not on your team. So like with Hulk here, if you decide to select the Gamma Fastball but Wolverine is not on the team, you will get the base effect. Enter a furious state upon activation, gaining a speed boost and attack speed for a duration. You also unlock the Scars of Rage ability, granting unstoppable for a period when health drops to a certain threshold. If Wolverine is on your team, you then get the enhanced version of that team-up ability. With it, you will unlock the Fastball special, which you'll be able to throw Wolverine just like before. So yeah, every character just has their own unique abilities now.
Super Soldier Smash!
Doing this solo. Good thing I brought extra firepower. Well, at least the beast's got my back.
The forecast calls for thunder. May the rains bless us and heal us.
These runes shall be the key to my victory. I'm sure no one will mind if I bother.
I outnumber you.
Magic and science in perfect unison. This should be interesting. Magic is not the only invisible force in play here.
And so on and so forth. That's just the basic idea. Now, as of now, I believe there are either 2 or 3 team-ups that are unavailable, but that is because, at the moment, they have to involve the Hood. And because Parker has not been added into the game yet, you can't use them. So, yeah, Cloak and Dagger. Oops.
Didn't know feeling bad could feel so good.
Hey, wait a minute.
Lights out.
Wait a minute. Okay, well, no, his icon's right there. You can see his icon.
Lights out.
Let me wait for it. Yep, that's his icon right there. So yeah, the Hood, once he enters in the game in the second half, we'll be able to get a better understanding of what his abilities are. So yeah, Cloak and Dagger, Magic.
Limbo's demons will deliver oblivion.
Magic, and then the only other one would be Jubilee.
The fangs are about to come out.
Oh, she's not saying the line. Screw the light. I'm giving in to my dark side. Okay, and the other thing I wanted to show is there's only one new accessory, and that is Shogo. for Jubilee. Blood relations? Jubilee and Shogo's bond runs way deeper than that. Thanks to this messy time stream entanglement, Shogo got stuck in the body of a literal dragon. Now, Jubilee is hopping through realities, even making wild deals with Apocalypse, to find a cure. As far as she's concerned, the universe gave her this baby, and he will always be her son. Keep fighting, Jubilee. I totally believe you can bring Shogo back to cute baby size. Oh, it's a purse. Handheld purse. Oh, it just looks more like a baby wearing a dragon onesie. At least that's what the icon is, but here it's just a dragon. Oh, I gotta yawn. Oh, okay. Well, now that I'm done. Now I'm done. Now I'm gonna end it. So that will do for this episode of Marvel Rivals. Join me next time. So the only next thing I can do would be show off the new map, Thebes. That won't be till the 24th. There is another event coming called Van Dang Couture, but I think that's meant to be more of just along the lines of, you know, like these here, being like these events. So, but if not, I'm willing to show it off. Oh man, I'm tired. But then after that, we'll be getting something big later. But the 24th is when we will get our new map at Thebes. It doesn't say what it is. It doesn't say if it's an escort. It doesn't say if it's domination. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, well, that is it. And I will see you guys next time.